Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Lisa here, Raw Food for Kids, day 3, baby, of eating on $2 a day. And I've got to get out of here really soon. I gotta be somewhere for a meeting. But I just thought I'd just kind of do this little soup here for you. And I'm going to put it together from start to finish in probably like 1 minute, okay? So I'm going to make a bean soup, kind of like a Mexican bean soup. Right in the blender. I don't even need to put it on the stove or cook it or nothing. It's going to be so simple. Why? Because I'm going to be using some of the already cooked beans. So if you're at home, you could always use canned beans or, of course, make your own from dried, because for $1, I got 12 cups of cooked beans. So, and then for the flavoring, I am going to use, I don't know if you remember yesterday, I did a video on some vegetable broth or stock that I got basically for free. I used the scraps, like the carrot peel, the outer part of the onion, the little hard stalks of the stems of the kale and the core of the cabbage, that kind of stuff. Stuff that usually people throw away. I put it in a pot with some water and a little seasoning, and voila, homemade vegetable stock. Actually, I got 6 cups, but I'm probably going to use about 4. Okay, so this was all from yesterday. So, and then I'm just going to add a little flavoring to it. So let's make this thing. I'm going to put in, and I think I want a little texture, so I'm going to price some, and then, I don't even know how many beans I have left. I have 8 cups of beans in my freezer that I haven't even touched. So I've got 1 cup here, and so let's do 1 cup of beans. Okay, let's do... And this is going to be soup for tomorrow's lunch. Stay ahead of the game here. Alright, a little soup and salad is always good. Beans keep you really full. So let's do 2 cups. There's been so many studies of people who live the longest, different cultures and stuff like that. People who live the longest have the least amount of health issues, and one thing they noticed in common is they all ate beans or legumes every single day. So very, very good for you. Full of fiber, full of protein. It keeps you full. It's cheap as pennies, and it's delicious. All right, so get your beans in. So I got 1 cup of beans, 2 cups of vegetable broth in there. And then to flavor it up, so that's kind of like taking the place of me having added in some onions and carrots, because I want to hold on to that for some other things. The soup, I just need it to taste good. So I'm going to put in some, actually, I'll mention this real quick. You could put in some taco seasoning, okay, to make it kind of Mexican. However, be careful, because usually this has a lot of salt in it. That's usually the first ingredient. And the vegetable stock that I made, I already seasoned it, so I don't want it to be overly seasoned. So if you were making the vegetable broth and you didn't add any salt, you could maybe use some taco seasoning. But I'm just going to use some ground coriander, some ground cumin, and a little bit of chili powder. And then I'll taste it, and if it needs a little salt, I add a little salt. But let's just... this is a 1 teaspoon measure. I love this stuff. This gives such good flavor. So we got 1 teaspoon of coriander, and let's do 1 teaspoon of cumin. All right. And my chili powder is hot. This is spicy stuff. So the chili powder is to taste. It's basically the heat. So if you like it spicy, put a good minute extra, and I'm just putting like, I don't even know if that's a 1/4 of a teaspoon. Maybe I'll put a touch more. So, probably like 1/8 of a teaspoon I put into my stuff, because it's like cayenne. And that's it. I'm going to blend this up till smooth in the Vitamix. Okay? And if you wanted to eat this now, then you just make it in this, and then you just heat it up over the stove. But it's for tomorrow, so I don't need to heat it up. Voila. It's not done yet, but almost. Get a little spoon to taste. Flavor, because then I'm going to add in the other beans so it has like a little texture. And I'm just going to pulse it. So let me just see the flavor of this. Ooh, that's tasty. That is tasty, my friends. So what I'm going to do now with this little extra bit of beans, let me just measure it out because we're making a recipe here. Alright, no time flat. Cooking does not have to take a long time when you already have things ready to go and available. So I've got like that little drop left, so I'm probably just going to throw that in. Okay, it's probably like, it's a hefty 1 cup, okay, but we're just going to... Alright, so 2 cups of beans total you need. Now I just added that in right there, okay, and now I'm just going to kind of pulse it. So it's going to puree some of it and thicken a little more, but there'll be pieces too. Done. Mexican bean soup. Smells so good. Homemade broth. Homemade cooked beans, a little bit of seasoning, and a nice soup for Jen and I. This made 4 cups of soup, so tomorrow we could each have, could either last 1 day or 2 days, depending on how hungry we are, and I'll see what I think we need to do. That's really good. I actually think I might add, I'm going to sprinkle on a little touch of taco seasoning. It's not too salty. Let's see. I want to measure this out. I'm going to do a ½ teaspoon of taco seasoning. If you don't have that, just add a little more cumin, coriander, chili powder, salt, whatever, to taste. You know, everything is to taste. Taste your food. And that's that. So I won't keep you any long because I want to try to keep these videos kind of short and sweet, and I got to get out of here. But stay tuned for what's for dinner, and I will talk to you real soon. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.